Parts were fabricated in various buildings, then initial assembly was done in the assembly building. Before keels and hulls were joined and launched on the ways, final outfitting was performed at the dock at upper left center. Alrighty then. Building highlighted in blue remained 50 years later in 1992. What? I don't see. Deck house erection? That's for the deck house erection building.
Yeah.
Number 5. Where's number 5? Look at this. Watch this like an obelisk. It's like a. I can't read it. I don't even see numbers. Pipe shop? Hey, pipe shop. First aid station. Plate shop, office
That's
locker.
number 5.
That's got to be the better pictures. Okay. Liberty ships. Oh yeah, not interested in all that. All right, I'm going to the next level. Yeah, that picture's too messed up. I think there used to be a giant castle star fort here, something along those lines. This is a three-pointed star shape, kind of. It's odd. Just dawned on me. Let's check out these pics. All right, let's see what they have to say. That I recruited. Come on out to Vancouver. You can make as much as $10 per day. We got Hilda Taylor. Woman went from waitress to welder. It was easy for a woman to become a welder in 1942. Hilda Taylor actually had to go through fire to earn her welding helmet, apron, and gloves. I'm trying to say that correctly. Damn, AI could probably narrate better than people too, that bastard. In November 1942, Mrs. Taylor began working as a waitress in the dining room at Hudson House, the huge dormitory for shipyard workers. At 4:30 one afternoon, I was in my room preparing to go to work when I heard an alarm, Mrs. Taylor said. I opened the door and smoke began rolling into my room. Mrs. Taylor lived on the second floor. I went to the window, but it was too far to the ground to jump, she said. I got on my hands and knees and crawled out the door, under the smoke, and down the stairs. I managed to save my purse, but all my clothing was destroyed in the fire. One of Mrs. Taylor's friends was badly burned in the fire. Mrs. Taylor visited her in the hospital. Hilda, why don't you buy my welding outfit? The friend asked. Mrs. Taylor did buy the leather clothing and welding hood and started off on a new trade. She went to school to learn to weld flat, vertical, horizontal, and overhead. Then she reported to work at $1.20 an hour. There were a lot of women welders, she said. We were called welderettes. She recalls the day Eleanor Roosevelt visited the shipyard. As she went past, she waved at us and yelled, "Hello, girls," Mrs. Taylor said. After the war, Mrs. Taylor laid aside her welding outfit and never picked it up again. I really should have, she acknowledged. I really liked it. It's an odd story. Wartime work meant escape from poverty. Wayno Jacobson? Wino? That sounds like a made-up name. But who knows? That's a real picture, right? Maybe. Working on WPA. WPA Works Project. Guys, can't you see I'm making a serious video here? I need you to be quiet. It sounded like big money. Jacobson went into the salvage department and soon became foreman. Enough steel to build half an aircraft carrier was salvaged by my crew every month, Jacobson said. A month's inventory showed enough steel. And wait, tumblers clicking in my head. Pause. What? The moon? The moon is a light in the sky. Alright, anyway. Now, downtown Portland and many of the places around this area notoriously had cast iron buildings. Like downtown Portland was all cast iron buildings, or cast iron faced at least. Some of them were just like the entire building structure was cast iron. And then we have all of this ore and salvaged metal to build a whole bunch of ships somehow in this area here with all of these, well, they're kind of low-lying buildings. I mean, could you pick all this like buried up to sand? Is it sand on the roof? I don't know.